Hi, I'm Gwen. I'm an addict. I'm an alcoholic. I'm a compulsive overeater, food addict. Whatever the case may be, I have the disease of more. It doesn't matter what flavor it is, I want more. And one of um, the resentments that I have worked through using the extended column is was just so wrapped up in the political environment that's going on in our country or anybody's country. You can look at your own country too. And I just had so much resentment towards, this person or that person that it was just really making me crazy. So the way I looked at it is that the whole political system is just all wrong. And it doesn't matter which side you're on, you're going to be upset with the other side. So what I did was I looked at the entire political system. Um, and the resentment I have for that is that there's so much misinformation and encouragement of being violent on both sides. So I have written a set aside prayer for it, but I have not included it in here. Um, I do things incomplete too. Um, but I just want to go through this and the resentment, the misinformation and encouraging violence, my self-esteem. I believe I'm an educated, well-informed, intelligent, and proud citizen, honored to live in such an amazing country. And my fear is I'm afraid that I live in a corrupt and dangerous country that I feel ashamed of. My pride is others should see, like other countries, should see our political system being honest and encouraging peace. The voter is treated with respect and reverence. And my fear is that the rest of the world will see that my country is a corrupt and dangerous place and that I am ashamed of our system of government. My ambition, I want our country to be a beacon of light to the rest of the world and a safe place to live. And my fear is it's so bad, I'm afraid that I will have to leave this country. My security, what do I need in order to be okay? I need to stay away from politics. My fear is that I'm going to lose my effing mind and I'm going to become violent like everybody else. I just can't do that. For personal relations, I expect politicians to be trustworthy and upstanding representatives, placing the needs of the public ahead of their own agendas. My
Mhm.
fear is that all of our leaders are turning into little Napoleons and they are ruining our country.
Yes.
For gender relations, I say the same for both male and female politicians in the political system should be upstanding and honest and looking out for the public, striving to serve the people first. My fear is that the political system is breeding corruption across the board. It doesn't matter if they're male or female. That goes the same for a real model man or woman. For my pocketbook, nothing should interfere with, affect, or lessen my ability to provide for myself or cause me shame at what our country is becoming. And my fear is that the economy will collapse and I'll be destitute. And our country won't be number one anymore. We'll fall to like number 30. And I just can't do that. And I'm going to move on to my next sheet here. And this goes away, and this one becomes the next one. So I'm resentful of the political system for the misinformation and encouraging violence. My perceived role, Like I am the actor in a play. I believe I am the insulted model citizen. And is this true or false? Yes, this has been happening. And I have felt like I am the insulted model citizen. And for self-seeking behavior, what was I doing? I would badmouth people I didn't agree with. I would encourage others to reject them too. I get fired up. I overeat. I'm quick-tempered. If I was drinking, I would be pounding them back. My self-centered, my selfish thinking, I am afraid I'm going to be singled out and persecuted by the violent citizens that are infected by the current political climate. I am afraid of half of the country. Where am I delusional and dishonest? I think that the opposing side can read my mind and my thoughts. Where am I afraid? I'm afraid of losing my personal security and my personal freedoms. I'm afraid we are losing the unity of our country. Where am I wrong or at fault? I'm not having any faith in God at all. God? Who's that? I continue watching the horror like millions of others, consuming a steady stream of the fear that's being dished out. And now, 3 years ago, when I did this resentment, I continued watching the politics and continued feeding the anger in myself. And I couldn't stop. But now, 4 years after I did this resentment, I no longer watch politics. I have closed that door completely. The harm that I cause others in my country, well, for me, I harmed me because I was overeating and I was not exercising at all, taking care of myself. Uh, I was in a constant state of fight or flight because it made me want to eat. Like I got to be ready to run. If somebody's going to come and attack me, uh, a financial, I kind of stockpiled a little bit. I was afraid of lack, but I didn't go down that road too far. Uh, Mentally, I was totally unloving. I was never calm. I had no ability to have any peaceful thoughts. Anger was in charge of me 100%. Spiritual relationship with God. God, who the hell is that? I had no relationship with God. What harm did I cause others? Well, I would perpetuate the stories that caused me anger and pass them on, getting other people inflamed as well. Defend my side. Those people are wrong. You got to be on my side. What's wrong with you? Now, additional fears. I was afraid of friends becoming enemies. I was afraid of trusting anyone. My character defects were I was judgmental. I fantasized about our country is perfect. I was closed-minded and I was rejecting reality and I was self-righteous because I knew damn well I am right. Those other guys are all wrong. Why did I hold this resentment? Self-righteous. The other side is wrong, wrong, wrong. I defend my belief because I am absolutely right. I get to be right. My real role in this resentment was I now realize I am the powerless, paranoid, self-righteous addict. And I can see now that this is the reality. I thought I was an insulted model citizen. In reality, I'm a powerless, paranoid, self-righteous addict. And I hope that anyone who is struggling with resentment towards the political system or anyone in the political system hears this and can realize that this is all not reality. If you step away and stop going and allowing yourself to be pulled along into that stream of thought with everyone else, you can step back and see what is really happening. And join me in the third choice you have, which is not to participate in the madness. So thanks for listening and have an awesome day. There is recovery and you can get it too. Thanks for listening. Eh, Stop, stop, stop.